How's everyone doing? It's good to see everyone.
Good. What a great name.
Oh yeah, Pete Beats.
PDB.
I appreciate that. Congratulations. I love the show. Joanne, I want to start with you. That script to screen journey really interests me. So in terms of the tension in this show among the families, what was that like, kind of reading the tension in the script and seeing it come to life on screen while you went into production for this thing?
Yeah, it was great actually, because I think we all felt like we had quite a lot of creative freedom on this, and because the scripts were still being written as we were filming, some things hadn't been decided yet, genuinely. You know, and at first we all had discussions as a team about how much Jan did or didn't know about Harry's world. And, you know, I kind of said, she has to know what he does. Like, you know, she's not been with this guy 20 odd years and is completely oblivious to, you know, what's going on. She's complicit, and, you know, she's kind of wanting more from him emotionally, but she doesn't like to know the details, and that's how she kind of sleeps at night. Yeah, so I also really wanted her to be, to kind of like have this strength and be Harry's equal. And the first day of the shoot, Tom and I hadn't met, and we were doing scenes together as Jan and Harry, as husband and wife, and we were like, okay, right, Tom was like, right, how do we make these characters believable as husband and wife and their relationship believable? Let's build some backstory. Let's like, this is what I'm thinking about Harry, what are you thinking about Jan? And then he said something where he just said, you know, Harry's a really powerful man, so the woman he's with needs to be equally as powerful, if not more powerful. And I was like, okay, I love where this is going. So this was like a really great starting point. And then we decided that they have really ultimately are best friends, because they've been together all this time. And so all that kind of informs your performance when you get to kind of, you know, meet your scene partner. And also I wanted Jan to have a sort of like a bit of a sarcastic sense of humor. I wanted to have a bit of a dry wit. You know, she's not a woman that kind of like, she's not a woman that cries easily, or, you know, she's quite deadpan. She's quite tough. She's quite, she's not a sensitive woman as such. She's not a very sensitive woman. She started to sort of evolve a little bit, and she sort of started to feel a bit lost because she's thinking of her daughter leaving home. But this going to therapy and stuff is a new thing for Jan. I don't think she's done self-reflection really before now.
No, really quick before we wrap up, I want to get a question for Lara and Mandeep. Lara, what was that like? Like, when do you start thinking about the audience when you're making a show like this super quick? Like, is it like before? Is it after? Like, specifically, like watching the show, like when you're making it?
For me personally, never. I feel like it will cloud what I was doing. And then it would almost be like seeking some sort of validation. And I think you just can't even let that enter the creative process. I mean, on the page, sometimes you get fantastic ingredients with cast and creatives, and the recipe just doesn't quite work for whatever reason. It doesn't hit the zeitgeist. So I think that part of it is completely out of our control. What is within our control is what we bring to the show, how we approach the project, and our focus and everything we give over those 6 months, and then the gift is letting it go, I guess, surrender to whatever the response is going to be. Thankfully, from the small amount we've had back, because we only wrapped on Wednesday, it's very positive. So all good.
No, absolutely. And I can't wait for people to see Mobland on Paramount Plus. Mandy, I'm sure you echo a lot of what they said as well, like with everything, but I'm told I have to wrap. But thank you so much. I really appreciate your time. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you for tuning in to Popternative. Make sure to check out our past episodes of Popternative on YouTube.
This has been an Autograph Communications production.